studying, what we go to college for, right? So you need a desk lamp, not necessarily. At my dorm at Ellsworth, we had lamps built into the desk, like in the overhead of the desk, and the dorms were already lit pretty well. So I never really used my desk lamp, and I did buy one before I went to school. But I guess some colleges don't have that, or you're studying and your roommate's asleep, so all you really need is that little lamp. I guess a desk lamp could be handy. I would wait to buy it until you know your situation, though. Desk organizers are great. You don't want your desk to be cluttered. You want it to be organized so you know where everything is at. Waste basket. You need a waste basket. There is no ifs, ands, or buts with this. You need somewhere to throw your garbage. And I'm not just saying by your desk. I'm talking your food garbage, wrappers, papers, that sort of thing. A lap desk. That's really your own choice. I never saw the need for one. I never knew anybody who needed them, but I guess some people do, or else they wouldn't have invented them. Light bulbs. You only need light bulbs if you bring your own desk lamp or a floor lamp. If like the ceiling light on your dorm burns out, that is the dorm's responsibility to replace. You don't need one, but if you bring your own lamps, you need light bulbs for that. A book light, you don't need that. That's just wasteful spending. Calendar. Bring a calendar, either a dry erase calendar or one of those paper ones that you write on with a pen. You need a calendar. You need to stay organized. Also, bring a planner, like just a little book planner. Let me know if you want a college organizational, like study organizational thing. I'll do one. I might do one anyway. I did do one on my beauty channel a long time ago, but I've kind of changed the way I stay organized for class. Dry erase or bulletin board, kind of going along with the dry erase calendar. Bulletin boards and dry erase boards are good for like keeping track of the stuff you need to do. Bulletin boards are good for keeping track of pictures and memories and post-it notes, that sort of thing. So those are good to have. I highly recommend them. In fact, I would even venture to say you kind of need them. Next, need to connect. Bring surge protectors, flash drives, Ethernet cord, and extension cables. Okay, surge protectors. I would highly suggest bringing surge protectors, not only because they prevent, like if there's a power outage and a surge goes through and like totally wrecks your computer. Definitely bring a surge protector. These things are great not only for protecting your electronics, but they also give you extra like places to plug things in so you're not cramming everything into one outlet. It gives you a little bit of extra extension to it. So these are great to have, and mine even has like a little like thing for phone cables, like the phone outlets thing. These are great. You can get them anywhere. I really suggest bringing one. These are kind of like, I would say these are a requirement of dorms. You need to have these. Next, USB flash drive. These are great. If you have a laptop, you can save your paper and run to the library and print off the paper from there. Backing up all your stuff on your computer. I can't tell you how many times my computer has crashed and I lost everything. Luckily, I backed it all up on a flash drive. Ethernet cord, you kind of need, if your dorm does not have Wi-Fi and you need to connect your laptop to the Ethernet, you need a cable for that. Or if you're using a desktop, you need a way to connect your computer to that. An extension cord. Those are good to have, especially if you only have a few outlets and you want to plug something in that's way across the room from it. Next, we go to the relax section, because when you're in college, you do need to find time to just unwind and relax. Bring a fan, because it will get really hot, especially in August and September, especially if you live in down south or in the Midwest. We always experience a heat wave in the middle of September. And a lot of dorms are not air conditioned, so definitely bring a fan. Next, bring a backrest like I already suggested. An area rug are good things to bring if you want to liven up the room a little bit, bring a little more color into the room and personalize it. And if you live in a dorm that has like tiled floors instead of carpet, bring an area rug because those floors are cold. Bring a floor lamp isn't really necessary. I would wait to get to the dorm to see how your lighting situation is. Frames, wall art. Wall art is a great way to personalize your space. I never really brought posters into my dorm, but I got some stuff for my apartment now. But I remember even sophomore year, I took scrapbook paper and I scrapbooked I papered up one of my walls and made it look like I had wallpaper. Just personalize your space to the best of your abilities. A beanbag chair, if you want one, bring one. If you don't have the space for it, forget it. Room fragrance, bring some Febreze or just some bottled spray and make your room smell good, because those dorms can smell pretty bad. Even girls. Guys' dorms, they're way worse. They smell terrible, but on the other hand, girls can't get away with saying their rooms don't stink either, because I lived in a girls' dorm for 3 years. I was an RA. They can stink. They smell really bad. And I lived on an equine floor, so it was with a bunch of people who spend all day in a barn. That hallway reeked. So Febreze, air freshener, that sort of thing, you need that stuff. Speakers, iPod accessories, if you want to bring iPod accessories like speakers or an iHome or something like that, do it. A doorstop, you don't really need them. Sometimes the doors will stay open on their own. Okay, let's go to the eat portion, because you gotta stay fed, that sort of thing. Plates and bowls. Now before I get started on the eating stuff, they're a good idea to have. Cafeterias are not always open, especially on the weekends. They may only serve 1 or 2 meals a day. So it is a good idea to have stuff like plates and bowls and food in your dorm, just to have it just in case. For instance, like the plates and bowls, you can go get really cheap ones from Walmart. You can get a pack of 4 for a couple bucks. Or you can get paper ones and plastic ones and be constantly repurchasing them. Those might be more expensive in the long run to have. But on the other hand, you don't need to clean them. Cups and mugs. Bring 2 or 3 cups to fill with water or juice, that sort of thing. Eating utensils like spoons, forks, and knives. You can either get plastic ones and throw them out all the time, or you can wash them. I don't really care what you do. Or you can Walmart sells packs of 4 of each, the spoons, knives, and forks, for 94 cents. That is the best deal for silverware ever. I always get that stuff. It's great to have. A travel mug for your coffee. Get you some of that, because those 8 a.m. classes suck and you're going to need some caffeine. Of course, I always put hot chocolate in mine because I don't like coffee. A water bottle. You need a water bottle, especially one of those. If you can get a water bottle with a filter already in it, do so, because the water fountains, water in the dorms can taste terrible, especially in my dorm. The pipes are really old, so that it just tastes like utter crap. I would not drink it. Next, kind of coinciding with that, a water pitcher and filter, like a Brita pitcher. Get you a Brita pitcher. A coffee maker. Some dorms don't allow coffee makers, so I would skip that. If you are a big coffee drinker, you need a cup of coffee to get you going in the morning and your dorm allows a coffee maker, I would say get one. You don't need a Keurig. Those are expensive. You don't need one. Just get a regular coffee maker. A microwave. If your dorm allows a microwave and it doesn't already come with a microwave. I know some dorms automatically come with a microwave and a mini fridge. Get a microwave. Walmart sells them pretty cheap. If you can buy one off Craigslist or get one from a relative who's getting rid of one, get one. You need one. It's great for heating up ramen and pizza, that sort of thing. An electric kettle. Again, I don't know a lot of dorms that allow those because they're a fire hazard. Food storage. Get Tupperware to put your damn stuff in. As an RA, there would be countless times where people would just put their old food in the fridge, not properly covering it up, just letting it sit there for days, and it got all moldy and smelly, and it was bad. One weird thing that they don't include in the eat thing is a mini fridge. Definitely bring a mini fridge. You need one. Even if you don't think you're going to keep food in your dorm, you're going to end up keeping leftover pizza, or you're going to want to get your drinks cold or something like that. Bring a mini fridge, bring a microwave, but get in touch with your roommate, because if your roommate has a microwave and you have a mini fridge, you're set, or vice versa, because you don't need 2 microwaves, you don't need 2 mini fridges. Although, my freshman year, when I had a roommate for that 2 months there, before she moved out, we both had a little mini fridge. Ours were 3x3 little cube mini fridges. We each had our own. I know a couple of guys in the guys' dorm who had 2 huge mini fridges, but they were guys and they ate a lot, so but bring a mini fridge. Now onto the shower, because you need to keep yourself clean in those dorms. We don't need no body odor. We don't need no nasty, smelly people walking around the dorms stinking up the place. Towels and washcloths. You need towels. You need washcloths. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to keep clean. You need to stay fresh. And the only way to do that is with towels and washcloths. Mesh sponge like a loofah. I don't have my loofah in here. A sponge or a loofah, those are great if you don't want to use a washcloth to clean with. However, I don't think I've ever heard of guys using loofahs, but I know you girls do. A shower tote or a caddy. These are great to have if you live in a dorm with a community bathroom. You share it with a bunch of people and you have to walk down the hall. Because if you're like me and you carry a lot of stuff in to the shower, you need this because you don't want to walk with your arms full. So bring a shower caddy. These are really inexpensive and great. You can get them anywhere, especially right now when all the dorm stuff is out. Toothbrush and soap case. These are great, especially if you drop your toothbrush on the ground. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped my toothbrush on the ground in the bathroom. I don't want to use the same one, so I go out and buy a new one. However, recently, I got a brand new toothbrush. It looks like this right now, but it's a travel one, and you can fold it up, so if you drop it, you don't have to worry about getting germs on it. I think this is great. I got it at the travel section at Walmart, because I was sick of dropping my toothbrush on the ground. But you can get those little, just the little plastic ones that enclose, the top half right here. Those are great. Don't forget to take you some toothpaste. Don't need no nasty smelling breath. A hair dryer. If you're a girl and you need a hair dryer, bring a hair dryer. And bring your, straightening iron and your curling iron, whatever. Electric toothbrush or just a regular toothbrush. You know, those are necessary. Razors. You need razors. You need razors, and I don't have one in here. Razors and shaving cream, of course you need those. If you're into that whole beard thing, or if you're a girl and you're into the natural no shave hairy leg things, to each their own, whatever. Live your life. Robe. Robes are good. Some dorms require you to wear a robe to the showers. Others really don't care as long as you're covered up. Then again, I know some girls who didn't wear long enough robes or towels and everything was hanging out. Oh, the flashback. Slippers, they're nice to have. You don't need them. However, get yourself a pair of shower flip-flops to wear when you're in the shower, or at least when you're going to the shower. I would not go barefoot into those community showers. You couldn't pay me enough to go barefoot in those showers. A scale to weigh yourself, not necessary. I mean, I didn't know anybody who brought a scale to college. I mean, who does that? Somebody, I don't even know. And then hair care appliances, we already kind of went over that. Laundry. You need to do your laundry. Unless you're fortunate to live, unless you are fortunate that your home is a half-hour away and you can go home every weekend and have your mom do your laundry, or you can do your laundry, you need to bring stuff to do your laundry. And that includes a laundry basket, a laundry hamper, whichever one you want to use. You can't see mine. Where did I put it? You can't see mine right now, but I have a really big laundry hamper that has wheels on it, so I can wheel it down the hallway. Because I was sick of carrying it up 3 flights of stairs. You need laundry detergent. I like getting the Tide Pods and the Clorox pods with the bleach in it. They're really handy. A drying rack are great, especially if you're like me and you don't like to dry a lot of your shirts because they'll shrink or because they're special material. You need a drying rack. An iron. Irons are your own discretion. Some dorms supply them, you can borrow them from the office and use them. You don't really need an iron. And you know what? I like to cheat, and I just if my clothes are wrinkled, I'll just take them into the shower and let the steam from the shower get the wrinkles out, so you don't really need an iron. As such, you really don't need an ironing board. If anything, you can put a towel, fold it up on your desk, and iron on the towel. You don't need a special board for it. Over-the-door towel racks are good to have simply because you can put your wet towels over it so they can dry, that sort of thing. Okay. That's all they have on the list for the dorms. Some things off the top of my head: you don't need to bring a vacuum. Dorms will supply a vacuum for you to vacuum with. Dorms will supply a community vacuum. Same goes with brooms. Pots and pans you can bring. I brought my own pots and pans, but I do know that some colleges have community pots and pans if you want to cook in the community kitchen there. Loft, if you want to bring a loft for your bed, bring one. Those are great storage spaces. You know, this surprisingly said nothing about a futon. If you want to bring a futon and then store your bed in the dorm storage, or if you want to get a loft and then loft your bed up and then put a futon for additional seating, that's a great thing to do. Food, of course, if you want to bring pop or Gatorade, that sort of thing, you kind of need those. A TV, bring a TV if you want to. This didn't say anything about a TV. Don't bring too big of one. Like, I bring a 19-incher. In the boys' dorms, when I'd be over there, like, hanging out with the guys, there were guys who brought, like, 40-inch big old TVs, and I thought, why do you need that? But they're guys, so whatever. Video game systems, if you want to bring your Xbox or your Wii or your PlayStation, a DVD player and a couple of your favorite DVDs. You don't need to bring your entire DVD collection, but if you want to bring your favorite ones, go for it. Or if you're really lucky and you have like that electronic, like you can put your DVDs up in the cloud or whatever that is, the ultraviolet versions. I don't know how that works. But if you can do that, you know, bring it. Have a Netflix subscription. Those are always handy to have. I'm trying to think of what else you need for college. Bring a bike if you have one, especially if you're in a really big campus. A bike is a great thing to have to get across campus with. It's definitely a lot faster than walking. Of course, bring cold weather gear, like bring boots and coats and mittens and hats. Especially, okay, this is a pet peeve of mine. Where I went to community college, we had a bunch of people from like Florida and Arizona who were recruited to come up and play football on our football team. And they didn't think, oh, it's Iowa, it snows, it gets cold, and they would not bring coats, they wouldn't bring hats, and they walked around in shorts in the dead of winter. Who does that? Who does that? You know, bring seasonally appropriate clothes. Also, on the terms of clothes, and I cannot say this, but do, and I am really bad about this, but do as I say, not as I do. You don't need to bring every article. You don't need to bring every article of clothing with you to college. Bring what you know you're going to wear. You don't need to bring 30 pairs of jeans. You can get by with maybe 5 or 6 pairs of jeans. You don't need a bagazillion sweatshirts or bagazillion sweatpants and t-shirts and shoes you're not gonna wear. However, I'm guilty. I take every article of clothing with me. And I don't know why I do that. I eventually wear it all, and it gets me by with not having to do laundry all the time, which you shouldn't do anyway either. Okay, so that is what you need for a dorm. If you have any questions or anything, leave a comment below. If you want any more back to school series videos for like college or high school, let me know. I'd be totally willing to do one. And yeah, that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, guys. Bye!